We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And taken down just shy of the 40. You look at this Raiders defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Again, it's Barkley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. 50, green. Watch out.
Now they'll change things up.
Hut.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. You look at this Eagle defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's to Bash over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Red, cycle.
First down.
Drill green.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Red, 38, 6, mega.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Green jack. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
They throw it out right complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down. But they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. 5, 97. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Down. Blue, 30.
We're scoreless after one. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 50, green. Hut, hut.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now of what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, you are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number 1 rush defense in the league for a reason, and after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air.
Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Let's smash. Red. 52, blue. White, white. Drill, green.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He lets one go deep for Addison. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side here. And a little couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third and 3.
Let's go.
This is out quickly to the right. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First and 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete. The Eagles at 7-5 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60, go.
They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. He finds it again, Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Touchdown on the season. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here this second quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Raiders nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
45, white.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
On the set. Come on, set. Black, 95.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 14.
Down. 33. Yellow.
Slot man moves right. 2nd and 14. And that's going to be incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Black 40. Black blue. Steel black. Blue striker. Ready?
They'll drop the throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. He'll drop to throw. From the left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange.
And down he goes. Brought down. Raider sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now back to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 32 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Cross flat, 95. Yellow, go. Field, black. Set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
A gain of 14. First down, Raiders.
Ready. Set, ready. 52 blue. You, yellow. Black Ultra. Set, huh?
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the sideline and incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Black, set. 33, yellow. Smash, red. Needle, blue. Hut.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Flight blue. Down. 45. White. Rail. Yellow.
They'll throw now on the final play. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that's going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Yellow. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Besh.
Hurry.
A gain of 17 yards. Las Vegas, first down.
Hut, hut.
On first down, it's Ginty. And he's going to be hit good and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
50, green, blue, yellow. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
No, 52, trouble, 38.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Blue striker.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, set, black, ultra. 33, yep, field, black.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
52 blue, red, cycle, green jack, white, white, set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll start out on the ground in Saquon Barkley. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Go, Rig, go.
They'll go to Barkley again.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
60 Bison.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Here we go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw here. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Ready.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
Black ultra. 10 black. Huge yellow. Set up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Kayvon Thibodeau able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Beetle blue. Steel, black. Black shot. Hut, hut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Let's go now.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, wanting to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
38. Drill green. Blue striker.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Working downfield. He's got Thornton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10.
A give out of the gun to Jensen. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
17. Black Ultra. Red cycle. Punt.
They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
White. Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They get the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2nd down and 6 now.
Ready? 70, park.
Barkley inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
10, 19, 18, 18,
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, one team clearly was in control from the start in this one, Charles. They had things humming on the offensive end, a few passing touchdowns, and then their secondary on defense really helped to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they certainly did, Brandon, and let's face it, it may be cliche, but that secondary, they brought their no-fly zone signs to this one, didn't they? Shut down everything in the airways, and conversely, their own offense had its way through the air. They made sure their passing game was humming.
So for Philadelphia, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.